right, ladies and gentlemen. Green Lounge, LA, Mad Boots Entertainment, and Angels Clubhouse Empire presents The Struggle. And today, I am with Dust Luxury Cannabis. I'm Hove, and he's
Stevie Visa.
Malin Robertson at _QUICKK.
Malin Senior at highqstrands.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of people who talk about weed, and we're going to be another one of them, but we're not just talking about any kind of weed. We got the weed that probably fell out of heaven and landed in the ghetto, which means it's a golden egg. And I don't know if you guys have seen their website. Let them know the website, please, the Instagram, everything.
The Instagram for our official products are at Dust Luxury, DUST Luxury, and the website is highqstrands.com.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, take a time to pause the video. When you're watching this video, go ahead and make the small square. Just do yourself a favor. Just go look. All right, so the most interesting part is the weed is phenomenal. It shimmers like Beyonce's dress. Talk to us about this weed. How did you get this look? Let us know a little bit about the science behind this. Literally.
Well, I was in school before I started this business, studying biochemistry to be a neurosurgeon. I didn't really like the direction that things were going, so
Hold on, stop. You just can't go past. I like how youngsters act like being awesome is just regular. Yeah, I was just going to be picking on people's brains and changing their behavior, but instead I'm fucking with weed. Explain that, please.
Well, once I actually got into the field, I didn't really like how the people in power were taking care of our people, so I wanted to make more of an impact on the community and have more of a direct impact on how I could help my family personally. So I went into business. I studied Bernard Arnault, who was the richest man in the world at one time, not too long ago.
Okay, shout out to Bernard.
He's the CEO of LVMH, the umbrella company that owns Louis Vuitton, Dior, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And I wanted to create a luxury market in the cannabis realm where there isn't one already.
We talked behind cameras. I gotta say this again. Okay, so I buy diamonds, but not from Zales.
Yeah.
So when you say that you wanted to create a luxury market or a lane in the weed, are you saying it's not really a luxury market? I mean, we got diamonds, for heaven's sake.
Yes, absolutely. There are diamonds and there are products that have that feature diamonds, but there are no truly infused diamond products on the market unless they come from us.
Okay, stop. I've smoked plenty of joints, or at least I think I did, because you're scaring me now. I bought plenty of joints from legal places, and it says infused.
Yeah, of course.
So, and you're saying, like, technically you haven't. Explain that.
Well, let me put it to you this way. If you poured a glass of water and sat a lemon on top, is your water infused with lemon? It's not. So
hold on. Just like, is there a barrier between the water?
Sat the lemon on top of the glass. It's not infused.
And it was not touching the water?
No, of course not.
No. I can't say it's infused then.
Infused.
So is that what you're saying that's happening with weed?
They're taking THC diamonds and they're just laying them in the middle of the joints willy-nilly, or worse, putting them on the outside.
So you telling me what they did with COVID is what you did with weed, meaning you went into the genetic structure of the strand and infused into the strand, like on some RNA, DNA type shit.
Our cannabis products, our flower is biologically infused. We take biologic processes and reintroduce the diamonds back into the flower. We don't just take our buds and throw diamonds on.
So technically, is that even weed anymore?
Yes, it's the purest form of weed. It's the purest way to smoke THCA diamonds infused in your cannabis products. Because again, we don't just take our joints, roll them around in diamonds, and hand them to you and let you burn them both at the same time.
No, essentially, you grew the diamonds in the weed at the same time.
Well,
kind of, sort of.
Again, the
THCA
diamonds are extracted from the plant. In a sense, you could just say we gave the diamonds back to the plant the way it liked it.
It cannibalized itself, hence the word cannabis. But right? I told you I'm a common sense genius. He's the neuroscientist.
Absolutely.
So catch us up, right? With Boy Wonder here, right? When did Pop say, "Hey, yo, check this out"? Check this out.
If I'm being honest, it can't be too hard for other people to understand that I got this genius from somewhere. So if you guys will believe it, I actually brought it to him. Because, I mean, I was, fresh 18 out of high school.
18?
18, 19, man.
And you came up with the golden goose egg of weed?
And once I did
What weed was you smoking at the time when you did that? You need to shout that brand out.
Oh, man, fucking everything. I was just out of high school, just working my first job at Foot Locker. I was smoking anything I could afford.
Wow, bro. So you just hit a blunt. We just gonna say my favorite strain is Gorilla Glue. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So you was hitting some Gorilla Glue and you was like, I should put diamonds on this bitch.
I think I was actually smoking Skywalker at the time. I was getting Sky High.
That's my favorite sativa.
Yeah.
That Jack Herrera.
Yeah.
Mr. Jack.
So when you came to Pops, what was that like for you when your son came? Your neuroscientist son. Now I'm just saying, as a father, I got an 18-year-old. He's a basketball player. If this tall, I don't want to curse. If this brother came to me and he was a neuroscientist and said, I want to make the best weed, I'll be like, you know what? I love you. What school did you go to? Oh, I went to neuroscientist best school, USC. I think you owe me. I'm serious, right? At what point did you be like, hold on. That sound good and all. That sound good, but nigga, get your ass back in class. At what point did you, how'd you take it?
It actually worked hand in hand because I was currently working for the biggest dispensary in the world at the time, which was Nuwu on the tribal reservation land in Las Vegas.
So the bud don't far from the plant?
No.
That's what they told us. I guess that's
Not at all.
nugs stay close to the stalk. That's what they say.
So when he brought it to me, I was already the production manager, cultivation manager for Nuwu at the time. So when he bought me that, I'm right in the mix of shit.
So you was like, what took you so long, Pepper? It was a return on investment at that point.
When I saw it, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, how does smoke? Oh,
How does it feel to be like that nigga of weed? Like, when because I know I came into knowing of you guys. You guys have done the show. The was it Viral Hood Bosses?
Viral Bosses, yes.
And you've done interviews and stuff like that. So people know about this strand of weed. People scared of it. I know if I was to smoke that weed, I feel like I'm fucking the weed up. You know what I'm saying? That's like some people have good bottles of liquor in their house. They only break out on Christmas and New Year's. Happy New Year's, L'chaim to all you guys. That's almost. This is what it is. Like I don't know if the camera can see this. That looked like that's dipped in chromium.
Well, that's one of the things that we work very hard to do is to change that skepticism. Because
why the metallic look? What, like, did it come naturally, or was that a specific design as well?
it's aesthetics. It's
Aesthetics.
It's,
We all like diamonds.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend. It's women love
And I love women.
That's what I was gonna say. I love women and I
I'm
love
not gonna
diamonds.
lie.
So put the two together. And
I'm not gonna lie. If I had this weed, I would become the ultimate hater. Cause I'm pulling up on niggas with they bitches with this weed, and then
Oh, we have that ready to run.
Man, man,
we ain't ready yet. The world ain't
Lord
ready for that
Jesus.
yet.
All right,
Because it's all edible too. So when you touch it and you want to rub it on whatever, we get that.
This is edible.
Absolutely.
The dust, the
Absolutely.
sparkly.
Absolutely.
Because like I'm gonna show the camera. I hope the camera can see. I'm sorry. This is probably one of the first times I will actually do what I'm doing, and I actually come up to the camera. It's literally glittering.
That ain't glitter.
It,
I hate that word.
Okay, it shimmers like a Beyonce dress.
Yeah.
And
So-
it's edible. So if you touch it, it tastes good.
So nephew came to Pops with the master plan. Pops went to bruh.
Well, my brother, it's a whole little story behind it.
Okay.
When my son bought it to me, like I said, I was working for Nuwu in Las Vegas, but our father is actually a doctor. So his grandfather's a doctor,
Let me guess, Bill Cosby?
Hold
on. Let me take that back, because I'm talking about the old Bill Cosby, the one we love. Not the new one they did clone and gave back to us.
Hey, New and old, they was in the same era. Them cats was
Wow. You know what? That's messed up how they deal Bill, because I don't even think it was considered date rape when he was doing it, right? It was legal.
They was just popping pills back then.
They arrested Bill Cosby technically on turning the new law, like, because it wasn't date rape when he was doing it.
No.
Right?
No, they was partying.
Yeah, it was called a party. Yeah. But they was like, you know what? We got you.
We got you.
So grandpa's a doctor.
Grandfather's a doctor. And
He might as well be a doctor.
Yeah.
Because he works on doctors' brains, right?
Yes. And then I'm a doctor. So it's all in there. It's
Dr.
all-
Green Thumb.
Well, that too, but I'm also a diver. So like I said, it's a whole story.
Wow.
So before I got to Vegas to grow, I was diving. I'm a diver.
Okay.
So I'm a commercial diver. So I was 200-300 feet under the bottom of the ocean, welding and doing all kind of underwater construction. So Vegas, long story short, got to Vegas, the job, moved to Alaska. I wasn't taking my black ass to Alaska.
No,
I'm not going.
No.
Plus, I signed a year lease. I ain't breaking this lease. You ain't putting nothing. No. So I stayed in Vegas. But now I got to find a job. Yeah, I made good money diving, but, at the time, it was 2017. We was just now becoming legal in Vegas. And I'm like, ooh, it's an opportunity for me to let my skills out. They let me. So I went to Nuwu at a job fair and just went in there, handed them a resume. They looked at me like, motherfucker, what the hell you doing here with a resume like this? You trying to own the place or something? I'm like, nah, I just want to work. You too overqualified. You can't work here. Oh, look, man, pay me $8 an hour. I just want to come work with the people in weed. So they took a shot on me, and from there, within a year, I was growing all their weed, moving 17,000 joints a week. Biggest dispensary in the world. So the volume was a lot.
What was that like?
It's amazing to get to work with so many different people. The cream came from that select period in time.
The cream. Talk to us about the
CBD
cream.
Well, again, going back off into that, once Junior came to me with it, kind of sequence of events, our father took the COVID shot as a doctor in the medical field, took the COVID shot downhill. Parkinson's, dementia, stroke, we had to retire him.
Okay, so
Changed the whole game.
Let
me ask you something. You're a neuroscientist? That means you're highly intelligent.
I'd like to think
Okay. You're a diver. You got to be hella smart. Because, I know about that. I got a buddy that did that. What did y'all think when your dad said he was finna take the COVID shot? Everybody knowing that. I'm a common sense genius. At least that's what I'm calling myself.
It was a desperation move.
He's self-medicated. He's a doctor. It's kind of hard for you to tell him what to do because he prescribing medicine. He's self-medicating himself.
He does understand what SARS is, right?
Yeah, he understands all that.
Sudden acute respiratory syndrome, and nobody's technically died of COVID. They've only died of SARS.
He understood all that, but again, it was like my brother said, it was kind of out of desperation, like, oh shit,
Flight or fight mode
I
is
got
crazy.
Let me try to fix it.
He just turned 87.
Yeah.
So he's not the youngest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was trying like, oh my God. Then his.
No, you know what tripped me out about COVID? If we're gonna put it on the table, COVID was when I started thinking for myself, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because they got on TV and was like, we got a new disease coming out, we ain't got no cure. Then they were like, we got a cure that's been tested for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just looked at everybody and I was like, I don't know about y'all, but I know a setup when I see one.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys overcome that? Are you still overcoming that now?
Well, from there, when Pops got sick, my two brothers were in Virginia.
Virginia at the time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
then they came down to basically help with Pops, and
Right.
basically Junior comes, Pops gets sick, brothers come down, and basically we've evolved to being right here from there.
That's crazy how something like that can bring the family together. Ain't it? Well, good thing it wasn't a funeral.
Right.
But it's crazy how trauma can bring family together. So now you guys are here, and what are you looking to do in the future now with a high quality product like this?
Not only are we planning on taking over cannabis very soon here, but
Why you sound like Brain from Pinky and the Brain? When I say that? I'm sorry, bro. It just came out to the forefront. But
yeah.
why do you want to take over the cannabis? And when you do take over the cannabis, what are you going to change?
Everything. I want to rework it from the bottom up and basically show people the lack of effort and love they've been putting into the game for so many years. For me, it's mostly my love for the cannabis comes from being a consumer, from it helping me through school and, deal with women and everything that I used it for. But I get to see my pop's love for the actual plants firsthand. This is the guy that I come in the house, he's singing to his damn plants all day.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, so I didn't know that.
Plants like love, bro.
Yeah, so I get to, with our product, we have all of this attention on us. Now we get to use that attention to show people what has been missing from cannabis for so long. Because the reason why cannabis is in a decline right now is because a lot of people have been funding these ventures and they're just copy and pasting these YouTube growth methods and putting out whatever is quick and efficient.
Right.
But, there's no real love, there's no real effort You know, no real innovation in
So are you saying
anymore.
Are you saying it's dwindling because it became stagnant?
It's very saturated.
Yes, extremely saturated. Where now it's not really about the quality of the product, but how efficiently you can get a return on your investment.
Well, what would you say when like stoners, right? We all been stoners, right? Right now, you got some of the highest percentage of weed. I think I went to the weed shop the other day and it said something like 41%, 50%.
So they say.
How you gonna attack that problem? Since you
Again,
brought it up,
everything.
How would you
everything
bring?
is so white labeled that you can't really tell that unless you like they do us. I want to see your testing. Let me see your COA. You're not walking into the dispensary and being like, that's 41%. Let me see the metric paperwork. That no, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna buy it. So at that point, it's the marketing. It's the money that they putting behind it to.
And do you think that's another reason for the decline too? Because
Oh,
you
absolutely.
just made me sad thinking about that.
Because now,
I'm a sucker
of
at weed.
course, because now you going in there thinking with high
Got
expectations.
emotional.
You be going in the dispensary with high expectations, like I'm about to get me some
Fire.
41% weed, and you get home, that shit got you high for a hot 10 minutes, and now it's like crack. You looking for, man, I gotta roll some more on. Nah, it's.
And if you
It's
think
terrible.
about it, as a consumer, as a stoner, you know, 9 out of 10 people have seen all the percentages, but how many consumers do you know that have actually seen a certificate of analysis for the cannabis that they smoke?
Exactly.
Me can say no, I haven't. I know I haven't.
People ask us to see ours all day.
Every day.
Well, that's because
Of course.
let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You're black. Let's just be real. Two, you're youthful, right? They not gonna trust you because you're young and they don't know your name. And then it's cannabis. Like
Of course.
cannabis itself has like a rep to it, and we're just getting over that rep
That's stigma.
and that propaganda that's been put on it, right? And me personally, Green Lounge was started because I stopped drinking because alcohol to me is a demon, even though it's named literally after I believe a Muslim demon, and I didn't know that until I started maturing. Some of us ain't neuroscientists, and that's when I started it. How do you guys overcome that though? Even though it's California, we still have to deal with that. How you guys been so blessed to do that?
I want to hit it at every angle that we can in this market. It's kind of like, again, you heard the whole story how we got here, but even like my brother, we want to tap into everything, not just the cannabis. We want to tap into the apparel, the music, the comedy, the fashion, everything. We want every angle because it's so much. It's room for everybody to eat. Everybody.
No, it is. It is. In the
If
cannabis
it's
industry,
done right. If it's done right.
You know what? I think, and I want to say this to the camera too. I think people need to understand the truth to making money is not doing it by yourself. You're gonna need a team, right?
Exactly.
Like, look, it took all three of you, and that's Dust Luxury, right? And for me, it's me, my brother. You know what I mean? And I hate that we have this fake stigma that black folks can't come together.
Mm-hmm.
When I started my business, guess who the first person I called was? My brother.
Mm-hmm.
So I love to see you guys come together and doing it, right?
I want to bring us all together because one of the things that I stand on, your network is your network.
Amen.
One thing that I stand on. So again, our people, it's time for us to be the leaders and to show the next wave of what's coming. This movement that's coming, it's a whole wave, and it's time for us to show the world what we can do now.
Let me ask you this,
in sports and all type of other shit.
You say that.
Yeah.
What self-work did you have to do in order to even get to this point?
Putting boots to the ground. I done been from every rooter to the tutor you can think of with just this. But
Okay,
then
so
I still lived my life as a
as
working man.
pretty as
other
this
people.
is, and as great as this is, at what point did you almost say fuck it, or did you ever come to that point?
Yesterday. An hour ago, before I even walked through the door. Like,
once a week.
Once a week?
I tell them,
This nigga quit every week. What's that?
shit.
Don't stop every
Man,
day.
it's
Can you
crazy.
believe
off.
I piss him off like no other. I swear, I'll be trying
But
to
you're
think.
his son, though.
I have a couple gray hairs in his head with my name on them for sure.
Absolutely.
But are you the oldest son?
I have
Second
5
oldest.
boys.
You're the youngest?
Second oldest.
Second
Second
oldest.
oldest. I have 5 boys.
5 boys, no girls. Definition of consistency.
Yes.
Well, shit, you got me beat because I got 4 boys, 1 girl. Got me beat. I'm almost consistent, right? Now, you got to switch it up a little bit. So, how do you ever come to fuck it then? Why do you say fuck it?
Because I've been doing this so long, and I have such a deep love and passion for this that I know what it is. Like I've already seen the vision years ago. I know what this is gonna do. Like it's so clear to me that I can't. It's hard for me to explain it to other people. I have to just do it.
Right.
Half of this, I don't even know how it happens. 2 weeks ago, I couldn't have told you how we were gonna be sitting here with you. The universe is lining it all up, and like I said, it's just happening.
So I see you guys are coming on strong, right? So how does this feel you? Because you got to sit next to a neuroscientist and a diver. What are you, a parachute?
I'm Dr. Fuckenstein.
You fuck all the bitches. Oh my God, I got it covered.
Here we go.
He gonna fuck them. He gonna fix them, and then he gonna throw them in the sea.
What he's good at is finding the talents that we all have within ourselves that we don't really tap into, and he forces it out of us. You know what I'm saying? And I've been around a lot of places, and I lived in a lot of different cities and cultures, and I take a piece of that with me everywhere. And something I'm really good at naturally is just being funny.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he really got me. I study comedy too. Stand up is what I prefer to do.
Who's your best? Who's your favorite?
Dave Chappelle and Larry David.
Damn. Okay, you wasn't. All right, I'm gonna say my favorite two. I say the GOAT spot belongs to two people: George Carlin and Richard Pryor.
We just listened to George Carlin on the way here.
Because the boy was nice, right? But here's the thing, and this is why I said Richard Pryor, because he had the it factor, right, and he had the shock, he had the shock factor, right, and that was like, to this day, Eddie Murphy's and everybody's still trying to do that, and they can't. He won't do another show because he can't do it, right? He did. It was a one and done, as far as that type of effect. George Carlin though did it for fucking like 50 years, bro.
Yeah. And
50
went from
years.
the good all the way to the bad, you know what I'm saying? So, but as far as comedy, from what I've studied, I've never seen a comedian from a certain neighborhood resonate with all races of audiences. The closest that's been to it is Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart. But Dave Chappelle, if you notice, hood niggas don't really assimilate with him. You see what I'm saying?
I fuck with it.
Yeah, but not every. I think I
didn't
can
fit
be
that
one of the
category,
ones eventually that can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because my type of comedy, it's not for everybody, but it's realistic. All my shit is off of straight pain that I went through that I turned into jokes to help me move on through life. So everybody that can hear it, you're going to respect it and you're going to feel it. It might trigger something in you, but you're going to laugh about it.
So you got trauma comedy. You got trigger comedy.
Oh, yeah. Life is trauma. You know what I'm saying?
So somebody might need to do some self-care before they come to the show.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe definitely after. Definitely before, maybe even after. For the show. That's fucked up, but I love it. Because I'm sorry, I'm still working on myself, but I find it funny to laugh at other people.
Yeah, I mean, laughing is the way to get through it. But, you know, so that's what I do. I help promote the business as far as that end, and then I smoke the weed, and then I get on stage and talk my shit.
Hold on, I just thought about it. They the geniuses, but you get to do this shit for free. Maybe you really the genius.
you didn't be the youngest one, Gregory.
Thank you, brother. Yeah,
he the one that do the music.
Well, he might be learning from the mentor. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, can you tell us about the Blue Diamond? What made you come out with the Blue Diamond? Diamond is such a name. Why?
That actually was a collab with me and my brother Huster Rob from over on the marathon side, and
Marathon?
Yeah, these are my brothers.
When you say marathon, like, once again, you and your son got this thing in common. Y'all say awesome stuff and y'all just roll past it. What do you mean marathon? I've ran many marathons, not the LA marathon, but usually from
the
people.
TMC, the marathon, the Slauson Boys.
So they was in conjunction with this, or it helped you start thinking about doing Blue Diamond?
No, those are my brothers. That is official right there. That is official. So
that's dope.
Just being able to do that. Me and Rob sat on the phone for weeks and weeks and came up with the Blue Diamond name. We went through everything you could think of. But if, I was going to come out and give the blue to the world, why not give it to, my brothers that's done something so
Shout
great.
out to
Nip the marathon.
Yeah, for real. You know what? I think that after Nip died, I seen a lot of more entrepreneurs.
Yes.
That were gang members.
Absolutely.
And then, like, I'm seeing throughout the city, people not really tripping on the game banging. They trying to figure out like if you a square bear or you really about your business.
Yeah,
and back when I was growing up, a square bear was a person that didn't have no game.
Yeah.
Now it's if you don't know how to still kind of like game. If you don't know how to scam or if you ain't got a business running, you kind of lame now.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing to see that have transition.
He definitely is a staple for that.
Oh yeah, he definitely earned that corner. Like for that name, I respect it definitely. He earned it. And believe it or not, I worked at Chambers with dude.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So like this, for me, it's different. It hit different because we shot and shoots for $2.50. You feel me? And it was a dude that showed me. His name was Big Lou, big buff dude over there. I think that's Eileen and Slauson, because you got Alviso, the next major street in the church I used to go to. So to see a brother come from like really the bottom and then be talking about financial literacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I didn't get life insurance until after I heard him say he was $1 million dude, $1 million on my life. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be $1 million nigga too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But being a follower, a rap fan, actually turned into me maturing and becoming a businessman. And you feel me? So like, are you guys looking to help other young people? Will you be mentoring people in the cannabis game, or are you just gonna take over ruthlessly?
Absolutely.
Because it sounds like Brain right here is gonna drop some of the people off at the ocean, and we won't hear it from their label ever again.
I want to.
Yeah.
I really want to.
I would love to have, one of the first cannabis universities to where we can educate the community. You can go to school and then turn around and it's an accredited program dumps off into these dispensaries, job placement, all types, just educating these communities because of that stigma.
Yeah.
You have such a stigma, most folks, and that's where I kind of started excelling at the dispensary in Vegas, because I had a lot of old people come in and they just had a ton of questions, and everybody, oh damn, there's old folks coming in, they about to ask questions, let me go help. There's somebody that's just gonna come in and, I want this, give me the highest tester and I'm out the door. But these old folks coming in like, well, it's legal for me to be in here? Well, what is this? And how do I smoke this? And from there, I just start, you know what? Yeah, I got
You know what? I like beating old stoners.
Oh, yeah. That was my favorite.
No, for real. Old Willie Nelson,
Yes.
Snoop
Those are my
Dogg
favorites.
types. In the name of Jesus. One time I was talking with this dude. He told me put hydrogen peroxide on a piece of toilet paper when I start the seeding process, because it makes it grow faster. He was right.
Yeah.
Now, my THC level, I ain't figured that out. I'm going to pick y'all right. Because I'm tired of going to the weed shop.
Yeah.
Their credit card dispensers cost too much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been here with Dust Luxury. We'd like to thank you guys for coming. Can you tell us any shows you guys are going to be doing soon?
We're definitely going to be doing your show, the 20th.
Yeah, you never leaving that show.
We're going to be, that'll be our first, time at a established, consistent
residency. Yeah.
That's good for us.
You know what? I think this thing is beautiful because this event is black owned, black operated. And one thing I don't like is employees. Because when you read Black Law's dictionary of what an employee means, my people were from slaves, I would refuse to have any. So an employee is a slave. That's why they tell you when you can use the bathroom, if you can't, and all that stuff. And that's why they had an attitude. And I think the atmosphere we have here is all business owners. So you have to give this man respect, because he has an EIN, an ITN, and SWAY, and so does this one, and so does that one. And you would think you would have problems, but everybody's been working so harmoniously. It's just like, I want to get the word out, because I've always heard, black folks can't work together. That's a lie.
No, that's a big lie.
That's a big lie. Right here, living testament, right? You feel me? So I think it's on us to show the world that. You know what I mean? So I like to thank you guys for black excellence.
Appreciate
it.
it.
I really appreciate it. Because how many times can you shake a black neuroscientist's hand and a black diver? I'm blessed. So we'd like to thank y'all. Hey, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Live your dreams. Be positive. And you get to be around awesome people like this. Love you so much. Have a good day.